potential with the Metamorphosis Unleashed podcast, your guide to personal growth, health, and wellness. At the Metamorphosis Unleashed, your transformation takes center stage. Hosted by Coach Walter and Coach Dale, this podcast is your go-to source for practical tips, expert insights, and inspiring stories. Tune in for honest conversations, actionable strategies, and a supportive community that's all about growth and positivity. Key topics: fitness, nutrition, mental health, overcoming fitness roadblocks. We also feature interviews with clients, industry professionals, and thought leaders, delivering real advice and relatable experiences. Metamorphosis Unleashed, your guide to unleashing your true potential.
And what's up, people? How y'all doing today? See, she hiding the microphone all in her face. Look at her. See?
I'm not hiding it.
She's hiding the microphone in
Whatever,
her face.
man. Whatever. I ain't fooling with you.
Oh, Lord. How y'all doing today? Hopefully y'all doing good today. We are here
Ooh,
in the great state of Delaware.
in the great state of Delaware, my new home state,
Well,
the
it's not new
number
now.
one state.
Yeah, it's not new no more.
Well, that's right. I've been on
Over a
payroll
year.
over a year.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, can you believe that?
Yeah. She wanted to move to Florida.
Don't
She wanted to move to
listen. Florida was definitely my first choice, because you think about all the blue waters, and the
Uh-huh.
white sands, but then reality
That's not
hits.
real.
It's not. The hurricanes hit. And insurance don't cover costs, and
That's right.
life be hitting. So I was
Exactly.
like, yeah, that's not a place for me. But I wanted to be near the water. So Delaware is doing its thing.
It's near the water. It's the truth.
It's near the water. It is beautiful and it's slow paced, and I love it.
Yeah, it's definitely slow paced.
I don't
'Cause
get
it-
fast paced, so I could get up here.
Because you ain't gonna do nothing else up here other than that's it. There's nothing to do in Delaware other than go to somewhere else.
That's not true.
This is not true. So Delaware is great because it's the middle of a couple different places, right?
Yeah.
Hour from depending on where you are, you're hour from Philly, hour from DC, hour from Baltimore. New York City is 2 hour train ride, so you can kind of get anywhere you want to go.
And 10 minutes from the beach.
And 10 minutes from the beach.
What could a person ask for?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. That's definitely a win.
Yeah.
That's
So how you doing?
not too bad,
Yeah.
getting this retreat finally almost together. We got about
Yes.
4 or 5 more seats left. So if y'all want to come on
Come on.
and give it to get on,
It'll
in
be
fact, we're gonna put
so awesome.
this. Yeah, we're gonna put this right here. If you go to www.bestindelaware.com, you can look and see and find where it says Metamorphosis Renewal Retreat, and you'll see it right there. So hopefully you'll do just that. But today we have a great topic for you. We're gonna go over a series this time. This is gonna be different than we usually do.
Yeah.
Because this is a pretty serious one. A lot of folks, when they first want to establish a new habit or work out or eat right or do good on a job, whatever it is, they have difficulty sticking with it.
Yeah.
And I think that one of the best ways that we can help you stay on track is to tell you what the different stages are so you can know where you are in that time. And then once you know where you are, you know how to adapt to the changes that you're going through. So we're going to talk about the 5 stages of change. And then for the next 5 weeks or so, we're going to talk about, maybe 6 weeks, we're going to talk about the 5 or 6 different parts of change that are important to your day-to-day living. And then we'll expand upon each one each of the next 5 weeks. So
yeah. And you get to understand your behavior.
Mhm.
Your
why you
why.
not your big why, why you do stuff, but your why you're doing something,
Right.
or going through something.
Why are you going through these stages?
Right. And why does it feel like you're starting all over again? Or
Yeah, but it's those stages, you can be in them at any time for any length of time.
mm-hmm.
But the important thing is understand that you'll eventually work your way out of whichever one you're in.
That's right.
And it's all part of the growth process of your behavior.
That's right. So
So,
thank you all for
yeah.
joining us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok now. So
Hey, TikTok.
soon it'll be on the screen here once we can figure out how to get it onto our live stream so we can stream and cast across
Yeah.
everything at once. It'd be great. But for now, thank you all for joining in. Drop a like if you like subject matter for the subject to change, topics to change in your body. So with that, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
What's your 5 stages of
The
change?
5 stages is pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, maintenance, and then there's always a relapse.
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
So we're going to start today with pre-contemplation.
Yeah, it's like what we always do when we're, you get these little hits from life telling you that things are changing and you
Mhm.
know you need to change, but
Mhm.
it's not on your forefront of your mind. You're not really thinking about it.
Right?
You're just, curious maybe, but still you're not ready to take action. You're just thinking about it
Right.
or not thinking about it. It may be on your mind today and it's off your mind tomorrow or,
Sure.
that type of deal. So, for me, I know when I go through that,
Mhm.
when it gets to a place where for me in terms of my health, I remember days when I would be doing things and sit there and say to myself, "Oh my Lord, I'm winded. Why am I winded?"
Right?
I ask myself that, but I don't go any deeper than that. I just
Mhm.
keep it going because the event is over and I can move on with something else. And some folks, it's running around with your kids and you recognize that, oh gosh, I can't do that split no more. Oh goodness, I can't run these bases anymore. But
Right?
it's just an inkling. It's a
Sure.
notion,
Sure.
but you just keep going with life.
Yep.
And so that's the whole
Pre-contemplation.
contemplation phase.
So for most of us, that looks like this. Wow, they look great on TV.
Yeah.
I should go to the gym and go work out.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna join the gym, but I'm gonna wait till Monday because I'm not gonna start on Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's the middle of the week.
Yeah.
I don't want to start today because it's today. I could start on Monday or I could start next month. It's the middle of the month. Why am I gonna start on the 5th? It's just the beginning. I can wait till the first and do everything on the first instead of doing it all now. You're actually just considering it, thinking about it, trying to figure out if it's what you really want to do. And
Yeah.
those type
Or it comes to your mind and then it
Mhm.
goes out of your mind as fast as it's in your mind.
Sure. A fleeting
A fleeting
thought.
thought.
Right.
Yes.
So I'll tell you that a lot of us can get stuck in that place.
Yes.
And I believe that we can all um, attest to the fact that we've been there with something,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's for the gym, whether it's for eating right, whether it's for reading a book or going to class or going to work or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us more. How do we get from the pre-contemplation stage to the next part? What things have to transpire within for us to be able to get to the next part?
Well, again, it's some of those little messaging
Hmm.
messages that you're getting in life with your body. Your body's telling you maybe that you're not as limber as you could be,
Hmm.
or as you remember you used to be,
Hmm.
and you want to get out there and you know cheer with your daughter because it's
Sure.
cute. It's something you want to do, and you pull a
Right.
muscle. You pull a muscle, and it's like, ooh,
Put a one in the chat if you pulled a muscle while cheering with your daughter.
not necessarily cheering with your daughter, but
Or better yet,
anything.
racing your daughter down the street or
I
racing your
mean,
son down the
racing,
street.
absolutely. It's those fun things that you do spontaneously, but it gives you a reminder of, oh, hey, I'm not 17 anymore.
That's
How many
right.
times have we said that?
Whew.
Whew, too many times. I've said, "Oh, Lord, I am not
I
a
had this
teen anymore."
conversation. I have a client. Yeah, he was a CEO, a correctional officer for 30 years,
Yeah.
and he just came back to the gym, and we were working out. Walter, I said, "What's going on, bro?" He said, "My shoulder, it's just sore, and I don't understand what's wrong." I said, "Well, bro, you're on the other side of 50. What do you expect is going to happen? You ain't 20 anymore." He said, "But the last time I worked out," I said, "When was the last time you worked out?" Well, shit, I guess I was 20 something. So there you go. That's got a little bit to do with it. So,
Oh, yeah.
when it hits you, when you finally get in the place where, okay, you can accept that you have to make changes, that's when you're getting into that pre-contemplation. Okay, I got to do something. Now I got to take some steps to move on to the actual work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what does that look like? What type of steps do people take when they're trying to do the actual work, whatever it is they think that they want to do? So if I want to go to the gym or I want to eat right, or I want to read a book or get a new job, I thought about all the things ahead of time. I thought about it, and I've had the paralysis of analysis,
Yes.
overthought the stuff.
Yes.
How do I go from the paralysis of analysis to implementation? Because that's what most people struggle with. Is going from the thinking about something to getting it to starting. They're trying to wait for the right time. They're trying to get all the stars to align right.
It really depends on your personality type, right?
hmm
Because you have some people who are just like, they get that idea, they want to start it,
hmm
they just boom, go and do it.
Sure.
Then you have some people who are like, okay, well, let me plan this out.
hmm
I got to have the right tennis shoes,
hmm
have to have the right gear. I got to
hmm
look good.
hmm
You may have that kind of person.
Sure.
You may have another person. It's like, well, I need to go look at the gym
hmm
and see if those things I can do. Will I look like I don't know what I'm doing? There are
Right.
people who really take the time to plan it out.
hmm
And so because of that, you'll see it happen in many different ways. And then you have
Right.
some people who will just go and have a conversation with someone who they know
Right.
that's heavily into
hmm
working out and just say, hey, can I go and work out with you one day or whatever? And they find themselves getting in that way. So there's many different ways.
Uh-huh.
It's just whatever makes you comfortable. But I would suggest that, for more people to, go and talk to a trainer,
Or hey, how are you today?
see what it is that you want to do.
Go ahead.
So that's mainly
hmm
how you see people do it. Now I've got a question for you.
Sure.
I know you being a gym owner and you
hmm
being in the front, dealing with customers. Tell me the people that have come in to just they they're in that contemplation phase or they're in that pre-contemplation phase and trying to figure it out.
hmm
What are they doing?
So a lot of folks are in their life and they're doing a lot of different things, trying to um, figure out how they can be healthy. A
hmm
lot of folks are looking for that quick fix. A lot of folks are looking for oh my God, I want to lose 25 pounds, but I need to lose it by Saturday.
Mm.
And it's Friday.
Oh, ooh, okay.
Or
So they're not realistic at all.
not realistic. Or I get folks who I just want to be healthy and they have no definitive goals. Or they're the person who wants to um, come in, look at every gym in the world. I got to compare you to this one, compare you to that one. So sometimes though, we get the folks who doctors say, listen, you need to do something.
Yeah.
Go to a gym, and we
Yeah.
just happen to be the closest or the best one in the area. So a
Yeah.
lot of folks don't understand how important it is to make a decision. Now, for me, I'm a decision maker. I'm gonna go right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm gonna just go ahead and make a decision because a lot of folks don't do that.
Yeah.
A lot of folks struggle with making the decision
Yeah.
to make a change.
Yeah.
Um, I think General MacArthur said um, the, the perfect plan isn't perfect if it's 2 weeks too late.
Yeah.
But the best plan is the plan that's executed right now, violently, and now. So go after it now and don't wait till later.
So that's all part of the preparation phase.
Right.
So you take on that.
Get it done.
Get it done. Get it.
Let's-
I don't.
I'm not dipping my
I
toe in
do
the
not
water.
subscribe to that. I need to research and make
Oh,
sure
I'm jumping right in. I'm not dipping my toe
you're
in the
not. You
water.
don't. Not at all. Just, so you're one of those people who don't care what the temperature is of the pool. When you're ready to swim, you're just gonna jump right in.
You know,
Me, I step in a little bit at a time
yeah,
and get adjusted
mm,
slowly.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
So see how different we are.
Yeah.
But we still have a preparation in our mind.
Sure.
Your preparation is okay, I'm just gonna jump in.
I
and get it
decided
done.
I'm going to do it.
I'm gonna do it. My
Right.
preparation is okay, well, I'm gonna test the waters a little bit to see if I can manage it.
Right.
Because it's intimidating sometimes,
You know,
right?
and that's the hard part about a lot of, whether it's a new relationship, whether it's a new friendship or work or whatever it is. That is one of the bigger parts that a lot of people don't appreciate. They underestimate themselves because if you're not familiar enough with yourself, you don't know yourself, and you're not going to be able to move to the next level
Yeah.
or move to
Yeah.
the next
Yeah.
stage
Yeah.
during the parts of change. And we look at this as a broader thing, and we look at it as, all right, our goal is to change X about ourselves.
Mhm.
And if we don't change X about ourselves, then Y is going to happen.
Right.
From that thought to the X to get to the Y, you have to make a decision. And when you make a decision, you're killing a thought. You're actively killing a thought. You're actually making a decision to say that I'm going to do this thing because it's all that matters to me at this point in time.
Mhm.
So you can't procrastinate anymore. You have to sometimes move yourself or get someone to help you move to the next part. And that's where your gym partner, your gym friend, close friends come into handy because they're the ones that can go along with you. They can let you know, hey, the water's fine. It's not that
No.
deep. It's only a 3-foot pool.
Yeah,
You
but
can
you don't
get in
want,
the
but you want
water.
those kind of friends that say it's not deep and then you get in and it turns to be 6 feet or something like that. No way. No, but I think it's interesting that you say that because I can remember when I was talking to you over the phone
hmm
in my car. I was about to go in and get the gym membership at
hmm
this place,
hmm
and that's not what I wanted to do, but I was preparing myself to get myself to that place where I
hmm
knew I had to go in here and do this gym
Sure.
in order to utilize this particular trainer.
Right.
But everything about it was just against my grain. But I was pushing against that grain because I knew I
I
needed to
had to make a
do it.
change. That's
I
right.
had to make a change. So my preparation was a level of sacrifice for
hmm
me to get this thing done.
That's right.
Right. But then when you came in and you started giving me another lens of how to look at working out and how
hmm
to train, your lens that you showed me was a much more powerful lens for me,
Right.
right? So um, everybody has to look at it in those different ways, right? And um, make those kind of decisions. But it's all part of the preparation.
Sure.
Yeah, it's all part of the preparation. And so, if for you, you need to, buy all the the shoes,
hmm
the outfit, if that's what it's gonna have to take for you to get into the gym,
So remember to
then
get
do
mine
it.
with you when you go. I wear size 13. Get those for me when you go. That way we can all
Oh
match.
my goodness. Yeah. But if that's important for you mentally, because that's part of it.
hmm
That's a huge piece of it,
Sure.
is that mental part of getting yourself in that preparation stage to be able to start doing the things that you need to do so
hmm
that you can start feeling better. Right. So it's, for others, it's just a matter of, is the gym open on time?
That's it.
Is it open before I go to work? I'm
hmm
planning to go in the mornings. Is it going to be available to me in the morning? Is there a class for me in the mornings? If it's not a class, I don't know
I'm
if I
not
want
going
to
to go
do
to a
it.
class. Right.
Yeah, I rather do it by myself. So all these different things are part of your preparation when you're looking at what do you want to do if it is physical fitness that you're trying to achieve.
hmm
And then once you get all that preparation done, then you go into your action stage,
Okay.
right? And so with the action, it's like now you're making a step. So for me, the action could be paying that bill.
Yeah.
That's a huge bill. Well, it's not a huge bill, but I'm just saying it's a bill
Right.
that you have to really, count the cost on.
That's right.
It's going to cost you to do that. But you also have to recognize that it's a sacrifice to do, right?
hmm
So paying the bill, getting your trainer if you want a trainer, or paying the bill to have access to a gym. That's
hmm
something else. Or it could be you don't want to use a gym, you don't want a trainer, you just want to go out to the park
Right. And go up down some
and go
hills.
up, run them down some hills. But you just got that's another cost you got to pay, But it's something that you got to think about and that you have to do. But the action is the most important. It's that first step.
hmm
So for me, it was hiring you. That
hmm
was my first step. And then the next thing was to show up.
That's it.
That's a big piece.
Yeah,
That
you
is
gotta
a
show up
huge piece.
and ready to play.
Yeah, you got to be ready to play. Sometimes you're not, but you
Yeah,
got to show up.
yeah. The Japanese saying that doing something costs something, doing nothing costs something, and more
Mhm.
often than not, doing nothing costs more than doing something.
Mm.
Especially when it comes to your health, especially when it comes to your well-being. The less time you take to take care of yourself, the less time you will have to be there for yourself. So I would say that you can have a thing that you want to accomplish, but if you're unwilling to pay to get something done, then you're going to lose. And that losing could be anything. It could be health, wellness, money, job, whatever the case may be. But you have to be willing to pay the cost to be the boss,
Yeah,
essentially.
yeah, yeah. And this is also a really critical time when you're in action mode, right? It's about your first 6 months
Hmm.
of whatever it is you're doing, and the accountability is really, really important here. 'Cause
Yeah.
this is where you'll find yourself relapsing.
Hmm.
Uh, this is where you can find yourself, deciding, oh, I can't go. I'm just too sore. This isn't for me.
Hmm.
Um,
See, we're back.
okay, that's good. Well, so we were talking about taking action.
Hmm.
What happens in the first 6 months of you taking action? You'll have a lot of barriers that you'll find yourself facing. Um, you'll find yourself doubting what you're doing. You may not see, well, you won't see instant results. You'll feel instantly the soreness of working out. You'll feel the instantness of being tired. You'll feel the hunger pains of if you are restricting your calorie intake. All of those things are instant.
Hmm.
But, you've got to understand that you go through that in order to get to where you want to be long term,
Right.
right? And so that first 6 months, like I said, is a really critical, important piece to the behavioral change. But after
Right.
6 months, you're rolling into maintenance.
And that's the next
So
subject. We'll save that
that'll
one
be our
for.
next subject.
Mhm.
Okay. So
But that's
remember
going to be
that.
the key. So remember, folks, before you begin your process, that's your pre-conception phase. You're thinking about it. You're just conceiving the idea, and then once you decide, all right, this is what I'm going to, then you make the decision to do it, and that's when you're taking your action, and that's where uh, the process becomes your day-to-day living, and that can last up to
You
6
look at
months.
your schedule.
You look at
Yeah.
your schedule,
You
it's
work
in
it.
there, and you make it fit into your day-to-day routine.
Yep. So it becomes a part of your lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
But it's challenging to do that.
Sure.
But you can do it. It is doable.
I think so.
It is workable. So prepare.
That's right. So we're going to not cut this one short, but we are going to come back to this for next week. We're going to talk about maintenance and then
And relapse.
and relapse a little bit next week, because I think that we're going to spend a lot of time on maintenance. We're going to talk a lot about planning your days out and mapping your success. And then we're going to talk about what causes a relapse, because those two things
Mm-hmm.
are what most people struggle with
Yes,
when
for
it
sure.
comes in the
For sure.
in the idea of change.
Absolutely.
So we'll talk about those and we'll get there. In the meantime, please take a look at our retreat. It is going to be in Scottsdale, Arizona. $4,900. We have 12 speakers. We are going to have a remarkable time. It includes your airfare, includes transportation from the hotel, from the airport to the resort. It's going to be a ridiculously awesome
Private
time.
chef,
Private chef the whole time.
nice villas.
Private teaching, counseling. You're gonna learn how to cook. You learn things about yourself you didn't know exists. You're gonna cry. You're gonna drink a lot of water. You're gonna cry some more. You're gonna drink a lot of water. You're gonna work out a lot. We're gonna do aqua aerobics, so you won't feel like you're sweating. We're gonna go on hikes. We're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be something that's going to absolutely change your life.
Yes.
You know, our signature retreat is something that is near and dear to me. I want to create something that is transformative and educational. And everyone that's going to be there, as far as the attendees and the guest speakers, are all phenomenal people. And I think that you will each find something to take away from and change your own life with when you go back home for the retreat.
Absolutely.
So maybe next week we'll talk a little bit more about the retreat, because we are about 125 days out from the closing as far as ticket sales goes. So November 15th, it's over. If you haven't booked your seat, then you're done. We've sold 18 or 17 of the 20 spots available. We want you to come and come enjoy it. Think that it'll be good. Like I said, not just for you, but also for your family and your loved ones. And hopefully you'll come in, partake with us for 7 days in Arizona.
Yeah, you become a new part of the community.
That's right, part of our kaleidoscope.
Yep.
So come have fun, come have a good time. We're not going to give you too many details right now. We're going to save some for next week. But we have a complete list to give you an idea of everything that's going on, because you're going to enjoy it. So
You get an awesome swag bag.
and you get a swag bag that is
Woo!
the most swagalicious swagness bag that you ever get in your entire life.
Yes.
You know, the Oscars and the Met ain't got nothing on us. So
I don't know, but we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. So thank you all for calling in and seeing us today. Thank you, YouTube,
Yes.
TikTok, for else Instagram, for subscribing and showing us. So like, subscribe, share, comment, ask us questions, especially regarding your change. Remember, eat good, be good, because you cannot out train a bad diet,
Sure can't.
and embrace your metamorphosis.
Absolutely.